And like we had said in that, seen in that Joel Embiid interview, oh, 5-on-5, I need help. You need to help yourself and get in the damn gym and go work on your defense because Tatum scorched Embiid alone for about 30. But peep this hezzy. Sold everything. The eyes, the hands, the body, the base, all of it. He sold every single bit of it. Pop-Tart Embiid. Now, boom, right there. That low rip through. People think the only part of the low rip through is just getting the ball low and then getting it up. But you also got to remember to get your body into your defender as you do the low rip through. Because if you don't get the foul in the hands, you can still get the foul in the body. Off that screen, low rip through, and he does it into Maxi's body because he's still trying to get over. Now he gets to the line and gets himself 2 free throws. And by the way, we getting all the buckets today too. And this is what I like to see out of Tatum. Post up work, mid post work, face up work in the mid range area. And he can knock these shots down. He's 6'10", has a height to be able to shoot over the top, and has a shot making ability to do so. Literally over the years, he just went to the post less and less and less to shoot more threes. But if you want to be one of the greats, like we've seen throughout history, you have to have all 3 levels. You can't try to skip anything. You can't try to play to the stats, because regardless what the stats say, once you get to the playoffs, they take away the 3, they take away the paint. That leaves you with that mid-range game. And Tatum needs to be able to emphasize that even more as the years goes on and as the playoffs go on as well. So hopefully they do this more frequently. I ain't gonna lie, Tobias was catching the work too. But peep the angle and his ability to get through that first bump and be able to get that foul, right? Makes his first move. Doesn't get that first bump. Gets through it though. Continues to keep that angle as sharp as he can. Stays strong, right? Now he gets up into a shot, and since he kept that angle so sharp, he stayed connected. He swipes down, makes contact, boom, foul, and he's able to, boom, get shots at the line. Now Tatum on the Embiid. The tough part about this matchup was that Tatum was scoring on Embiid damn near like every time, but Embiid, I don't think he scored on Tatum once. So boom, peep this right here. The way he got this steal. Very similar to how you do it off the ball, right? Where you hollow out, circle in front, and then reach in front and get that steal. It's just the same thing, but he did it on the ball. So boom, makes the attack, hollows out, circles in front. In these situations as a player, you gotta really know your reach and know your quickness. So you know if you'll be able to make a play on this ball and be able to not get this foul. Tatum got right around, got that steal. Don't worry about this right here. Smart smoke delay. Embiid can't even stop that. That's a great low rip through. And what really made it different though was the rhythm and the timing at which he went to the low rip through. But great discipline by Melton to keep his hands away. So peep this. People usually get into this low rip through, and then as they do a low rip through, they catch the ball at the bottom of the dribble, closer to the floor instead of at the top. What Tatum does here though, he does the low rip through as the ball is still in his hands at the top. Then he goes up. He changes the rhythm. So he could try to catch Melton lacking, but Melton brought his hands back. So that's good discipline by Melton, but an even better shot by Tatum. Now another Tatum post up. Love to see it. But that little stunt, that little nudge of that left shoulder is all Tatum needed right here on this play to get his ankle. Gets the catch. Little nudge. What does that do to Melton? Drops him a little more to that left, which opens up that middle just a little more for Tatum. And since Tatum keeps his angle so sharp, he goes straight down and attacks his angle. And since he maintains that contact from his sharp angle, boom, low rip through again, gets another foul. Melton wasn't able to stay disciplined right there though. Bro, and that action right there, that's just extremely hard to guard. So let's look at all the looks, right? Boom, handoff right here. At this point, right, you got Williams who was able to, boom, come over here on this roll. Then you got Horford in this corner. And you have Embiid who has to worry about Tatum. So as a defense, what are you going to take away? Because Embiid has to help on Tatum because Tucker's out the frame. So what does Niang do? Do you take away Williams on this roll? Do you stay on this tag and leave up an open 3 for Horford, who's shooting 45%? Or do you take away Horford and just let him get this 2? The way I'm rocking with this, and you should already know this by now, is that I'm always taking away that open 2 before you take away the 3. Let him shoot a 3. It's 50-50. Let him get that open 2. Oh, it's going down. That's pretty much 99.999% chance it's going in. Boom. Tatum catches it at 16. It's going to take him 8 seconds for him to go and make his attack. Why? Because he's not going to force the game onto himself. He's not going to have the ball in his hands and say, okay, I got to go just because the clock is going down. He's going to go at his own discretion. He's not going to go at when the defender wants him to go. He's going to play his game and go when he wants to. So, boom, he gets to his rip through. Tatum opens up. Boom, spin move, gets right to where he wants to. Tatum on Melton. Transition play, right? Slip by Williams. Nice little side snatch back. Little basic bucket. But where did Melton f up? I ain't gonna lie. At this point right here, like I tell you, when you open up, most times you're cooked. Because at this point, he could get into a dribble pull-up. He's still going downhill. He could do a snatch back like he did right here. He could change his angle, go the other way. Because now that you're in the sprint position, you have to stop, get balanced, get reset to be able to get back and to be able to recover in these spots. Attacking Embiid. Cooked him. He was cooking Embiid with this hezzy. But peep this right here. Peep this on this hezzy. What really allows him to sell this hezzy right here. Boom. He got the space. He changed his pace. Dropped his base. Showed his face. And so now he's going to go attack. And now he don't even need to plead the case. He got the foul because he kept that angle sharp and straight on, just attacked Embiid. Great way to set up that screen. Now we got Maxey, right? Post game as well. Just a little post game. You get these mismatches, go and attack these mismatches. Don't try to settle for anything lesser. You got a smaller player, use your size. You got a slower player, use your speed, use your shiftiness, use your handle. But if you get a smaller player, there's no need to get on the perimeter and play with your food. Cooking Embiid this time. Last time he hit him with those two hezzies. Now we hit him with the hezzy. He ain't fall for it. Hit him with that in and out and put Embiid on his heels, right? Peep this other angle though. Ain't fall for it. Put him on his heels. So now he's not even going to try to contest his shot at all. Now it's just up to Tobias to get a hand up. Gets that step back. Bucket. Easy. Boom. And the crazy thing is, this first half was competitive. You know, they came out and got this 3, 55-55, right? It's knotted. Sixers are playing their game. They still were in this game. But for this next 11 minutes and 37 seconds, you're going to see the Sixers score 7 points. That's the ultimate fold, bro. Ultimate fold. Now he's attacking Embiid crazy. And where Embiid went wrong right there, he got too horny too early. So peep. 5 on the shot clock, right? 5 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid knows it's going down. So he steps up. But in stepping up, he steps up to Tatum's right, which opens up the whole left. And Tucker's not in position to come over and on this help. But in these late clock situations, your goal should always be to make the offense go one more. Make them do one more. Make that extra effort play. Make that extra sprint out so that they could try to swing themselves one more into having no more seconds left on the clock. Now Tatum got the switch on the Embiid. He loved this matchup, bro. Anything he wanted, he got on Embiid, bro. He was sunning this man, bro. And boom, Tatum's great at setting up these ball screens. And setting them up, it makes it even better for him because now his defender is forced to go underneath and make the switch instead of being able to go over and stay attached. So now he's getting the switch he wants on the Embiid instead of making the game so much harder and attacking his primary matchup. You got to make the game easier for yourself. Work smarter, not harder. Now, boom, once again. Embiid once again. Hey, if you like a matchup on the floor, attack that matchup. There's no need to change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep attacking it. There's no need to try to say, oh, I've done this too much. But if they have not adjusted, why change it up yourself? Your goal is to score. Goal is to get buckets. And if you could attack this certain player and get buckets from that player, keep attacking them. There's no need to stop. Then boom, they try to send Tatum on the double. But what Tatum do? Went the other way. But that's on Melton because he's got to force him into the double and not leave space for him to go away from the double. So peep this right here too. Peep the footwork. Peep. You see his left foot, right? You see his left foot. That shit, what the f? Look at the left foot. You see it's right here. That shit teleported. You don't need to be able to see through his body to tell the ball is not on the floor yet. That foot fucking traveled. That shit teleported. Working on little crossover, got into space, step back. But the problem with that reach on the crossover by Melton was the timing of the crossover. So peep right here, right? Peep. He reaches while the ball is still in Jayson Tatum's hands. You can't reach while the ball is in their hands because they can manipulate that ball and adjust it to however you're reaching. So you've got to wait until the ball is on the way back to their hand. So if it's a crossover, you got to catch it on the way between, not while it's still in the hand. But in doing so, Melton is a little early on it, gets his crossover. Tatum gets his step back, he gets his bucket. That's tough, man. Literally split seconds too early, bro. And boom, peep that action. Peep that start too. And peep that move again. Get traveled again. But peep the start. Let's go back to the start, right? So you see him get this back screen. And what Tatum does, why he slows down right here, is to see if Maxi's just going to tag and leave. So he could be able to get this pass right here straight to his middle. But he doesn't. So Maxi stays attached. Now, what does he do? Travels once again on this pirouette. Got to keep that foot down, bro. You got to keep that foot down. Low rip through. Gets the bait once again. Gets to the line. No waste of moving this game. He had 0 turnovers. Yeah. Kept the game simple, bro. He ain't do nothing extra. He ain't do nothing too much. Like, he just literally just played his game. You didn't see him do too much. You didn't see him try to do anything extra. And that's when you see players play their best, when they don't do too much. And the times players think they do too much is that 1 or 2 plays, highlight plays that they got, all because they're already in such a flow within the game that a defender tries to throw some crazy shit at them. And since they're flowing so good, their instincts just react, boom, boom. They hit them with some crazy shit that they didn't even think of. And that's why players think that they got to do all these moves, but they're only doing those moves maybe once or twice a night. And they maybe hit, 15 or 20 field goals if they're going crazy. You got to realize that. Then boom, once again, attacking Embiid, right? Got the switch. Literally just seeking him out at this point. And guess what? Guess what that is right there? That's 50 for you, Embiid. And about 20 to 30 of that was scored on Embiid alone. Y'all can do the math and watch it back if you want. But a whole lot of that shit right there was right on Embiid's head. So Embiid's got some strides to make. Not just offensively in terms of not allowing himself to fold to the pressure, but also in terms of when he is playing defense and not being a liability in games like this.